What advice do you have about partnerships? Like what things did you learn from that experience on how to have those hard conversations?
So I think here's the thing, right? If you're not putting money on the table, right, you only have as much leverage as, the checkbook holder is going to allow you, right? And now, that is what it is. That's the nature of business, right? I think that, I was very fortunate at Emery Myers that they really valued my cultural contribution to the business as well as my creative contribution to the business. And I think we both had, a really, really strong kind of operational influence on how to take this business that we started operating at like pretty tough margins the first couple months and really kind of like drilled down to understand what the margins needed to be and how to create, functioning, operational, profitable financial systems for a creative enterprise.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So I would love to get into the details of how you drilled that down and how you locked that in, especially with
daily food cost.
Yeah. We can get into the details of that, but this idea of a partnership, because you ultimately did become a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a conversation that happened on day one, or when did that conversation happen?
Once we realized that I wasn't going to go anywhere,
Okay.
It kind of happened organically, and it was a very easy and fluid and natural conversation. It wasn't one that was charged or difficult. It was very straightforward and, and generous.
Yeah. So what's your advice for somebody who knows that they want to be an owner, and that's a goal of theirs? How do you bring that conversation up in a non-threatening, entitled way?
Gosh, the perception of it being entitled is going to be a perception that, someone's going to have or not going to have. I think, you have to strike the balance of, having a clear and well-articulated understanding of what your value to the business is. And then, your ask has to be, consistent with your value. You can't, if you're only worth certain things, you can't ask for more than that. You know, because A, it's not fair, and B, it doesn't reflect well on you because, it's like, well, you're this, why are you asking for this?
Yeah.
And so I think, when you're talking about sweat equity in a business, and if you're talking about no dollars in, right, then, you're not really in a great point of negotiation unless you're really down to do it for the long haul and your value is going to be put in over years and years and years, right? So that's what it comes down to. I think that transaction of time for money is the fairest way to be a partner long-term if you're not going to put in your own money, right? Because that consistency of execution and that consistency of vision and that knowing that you're going to be this kind of like flag bearer of culture and leadership over a long period of time, that has a lot of value that will create retention and consistency over time, which creates more value to the business.
I love it. And how do you cement these agreements on paper to protect everybody involved?
Lawyers, man.
Yeah.
Lawyers.
They don't
Always
come cheap.
have your own lawyer. That's the thing, with all business relationships, no matter how good of friends you are, always have your own lawyer, always have your own point of reference, always look through something with your own eyes. And it's not a reflection on you being mistrusting of your business partners at all.
It's just the way
it's just business.
People change.
Situations
change.
Totally, dude.
Yeah,
and it's fine.
Yeah.
It actually, having something really defined and clear and concrete will actually save that relationship in the end, not make it harder.
Why?
Because you won't have to have that conversation when time gets hard. When I left Emmer, it was really easy. We had a very clear understanding of if I left early, what that value would be. And I just signed that paperwork and it was done. And it didn't have to be this weird thing where it got litigious. It was very simple.
You had an agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the power of an agreement, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed today's video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. And don't forget, there's a complete archive of every episode at restaurantunstoppable.com. Peace.